I'm not threatening you. Say one more word, and that's 30 days. 30 days.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sovereign Citizens Hall of Fame with your man TP. Today, we are jumping into compilation number 145. We will be in 3 different courtrooms on today. Before I give you the rundown on those courtrooms, don't forget that we will have chapters added to this video for your convenience, and also commentary will be left over from some of the previous proceedings in this compilation as well. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to go and vote on our poll that we have up considering putting in sovereign citizen traffic stops in these compilations. I definitely want to hear your voice on that. Many of you have already chimed in, and a high number of the votes are for traffic stops being added to these compilations, but we're still going to keep the poll open just in case somebody else or somebody that's watching now would like to go and weigh in on that poll. Now, for the first judge's courtroom we will be in for this compilation will be that of Judge Brian Oakley out of the state of Michigan. Second, we will be in a courtroom with a sovereign citizen by the name of Mr. Burrell that seems to be quite confused and has some strange arguments. If I can say anything without giving anything away, has some strange arguments. And last but not least, we will be in the courtroom of Judge Kalo Wilcox out of the state of Washington. Listen, we are on number 145, and we're going to keep this train going. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into 145.
Did you want to handle that case right now, Judge Najee Goodman? Mr. Bowditch has spoke to him.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on Goodman?
Well, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman asked me to tell you that the prosecutor in this case has no power of attorney over him. He's an Israelite. There's no grounds under the barcode this matter should be dismissed. I believe he may want to represent himself. You may ask for some clarification if you talk to Mr. Goodman, but that's what he told me to tell you.
Thank you. Mr. Goodman, are you requesting that you represent yourself on this matter? You're muted, Mr. Goodman.
What I'm saying is nobody has power of attorney law over me through the barcode. I'm the beneficiary. My name is not those capital letters, so I'm an Israelite in the 12 tribes. So what I'm saying is I'm representing myself. That's all that needs to be said, because that's what the law is. I got common law jurisdiction. It's a non-violent crime. So I push for it to be dismissed under the barcode.
Well, it's not going to be dismissed today. So simple question. Are you representing yourself from this point forward? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm counseling myself.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, you're out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I said, are you planning on filing a motion, or would you like to set this case for trial?
I'm planning on filing a motion to dismissal because there's no grounds or no standing over my case, because nobody has power of attorney law to hear me, to even take this process even further. You got to prove that first. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me to hear this matter. Okay, I'm an Israelite.
But you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. You don't have power of attorney law. The prosecutor don't have power of attorney law. You don't have power of attorney law. It's under the barcode.
Mr. Goodman, please do not interrupt me. I'm trying to be polite.
Okay, it's under the barcode, though. This is what you signed up to do. You're a public servant. So
right, unless you are a price on a can of beans, we don't need a barcode.
Yes, I am. I'm a human being. I'm not a deity. I'm a human being. I'm a living man. I'm a living being. I'm not no cargo. I'm not none of that. It's under the barcode. This is the real law. You have no standing or no ground.
Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date for your motion.
I'm only here to threaten cohesion.
Pardon me?
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand what you're saying. I think you're too close to your mic.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand you, so no, I don't agree. I hear your something
okay,
all the time.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. I want all my rights intact to me all the time.
All right, I can't understand you.
Okay.
Are you still living on border? Are you still living on Border? Mr. Goodman, are you still living on Border?
Ashley, keep yourself muted, please. Your child keeps crying. Thank you.
No, I live somewhere else. I moved.
All right, can you give me that address, please?
I stay at hotel rooms from time to time because I don't have no house right now. So I've been staying in hotel rooms.
Geographically, where are you at today?
Detroit, Michigan.
All right. So my next pretrial date is when, Heather?
It is March 8th.
All right. So Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date on March 8th to file a motion. You file a motion, we'll hear it on March 8th. That's going to be in person.
Motion for dismissal?
Whatever you want to file a motion. You said you wanted to file a motion. So I'm giving you a hearing date for your motion.
What time?
We'll schedule that at 10 a.m. and this is going to be live. No Zoom.
All right.
I'm having trouble
All right. I want all my rights and text me all the time. I'm only here to threat and confusion. I just want all my rights and text me all the time. And everybody just got to prove that they got power of attorney law.
You got to slow down because you're talking so fast I can't understand you. I keep hearing all time, but that's all I'm getting.
Okay, what I'm saying is for the dismissal, I'm about to put it in today. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. I'm going to have to sue the courthouse for 100-fold.
Mr. Goodman, I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, sir. If you're here on the
you got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. You don't have power. I don't care what you're talking about.
Over you, Mr. Goodman.
Yes, you do. You need power of attorney law to talk to me. You ain't got no ground. You ain't no standing. You ain't got no ground to understand it. I got the affidavit of truth right here. I got authenticate birth certificate. I got a letter of intent over here right now. I broke all my contracts with the government. I'm not those capital letters. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. My name is Israel. I'm an Israelite. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. You don't got no power of attorney law over me. I'm pushing for dismissal. I'm suing your courthouse for 100-fold.
422.
Try it again, counsel. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patricia Manjack for the people, P84088.
All right. And Mr. Goodman, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Ms. Murphy, what are we doing on these files?
Judge, it's my understanding that Mr. Goodman has an appointment at the Forensic Center on January 31st. As Your Honor knows, he has pending cases in Frank Murphy. He went before Judge Michael Callahan yesterday. He was, his bond was reinstated with a tether. I believe Your Honor has put a 250, 10% bond on Mr. Goodman. You know, Your Honor, that I'm going to ask you to reduce that bond to something affordable.
All right, so I've got two files. One file's got that 250, 10% with a GPS tether. That would be the February 5, 2022 incident date. And then the other file, which is the misdemeanor file from May 10, 2019, he's just on a personal on that one with a GPS tether.
Right, and you know, Your Honor, that I don't represent him on the DV.
Right. But he finally does have a date for a forensic exam?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. So you just want to adjourn the PCC?
Yes, Judge. And ask for a reduction in bond.
Thank you. And Mr. Goodman, have you talked to an attorney on the domestic violence case, or are you representing yourself on that one?
I have nobody to represent me. I think it was Langford or something was supposed to be my attorney. I'm not sure how it went south.
Okay. All right, counsel, go ahead and make your bond argument. But before you do, just so we're all on the same page, my notes say it's $25,000, 10%, no contact with complaining victim, and GPS tether. Is that your understanding?
So, Judge, I thought it was 250,000, 10%, 25,000.
I don't know what I just said, but my file says 250. Well, yeah, 250,000, 10%. Correct.
So, Judge, I mean, obviously that's unaffordable. Mr. Goodman is not a man of means. He and his significant other just acquired new housing, Your Honor. They have a baby. Mr. Goodman needs to be there to assist with childcare responsibilities because both of them were working before Mr. Goodman was taken into custody. I know we've had some issues, Your Honor, with appearing in court. Mr. Goodman has had transportation issues with respect to getting to the forensic center, and that was his issue, Judge. The tether violation was simply a malfunction of equipment. So I would ask Your Honor to, and since they do not have means, Your Honor, I would ask Your Honor to reduce I'm asking Your Honor for a personal with the tether.
Response. And counsel, you don't have to jump up to talk to me. I know it's instinctive, but it's okay if you don't.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is instinctive. Your Honor, in this case, he is before us for a misdemeanor DV. I understand he does have some pending felonies. I understand he's on a GPS tether for the felonies. I believe at this time, the most important thing is that he remain on, or that if he is released, he remains on a GPS tether. So in this case, I would not object to a personal bond.
All right. Ms. Murphy, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where I don't care what the parties think, because I've got a long history. This building's got a long history with Mr. Goodman not showing up in court. So I set the bond for that reason. I'm keeping the bond as it is for that reason.
Mr. Matthews, is that right, Ms. Bell?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Matthews?
Thank you, Your Honor. I am in receipt of this additional evidence. I did mention in chambers that I do have some concerns about the admissibility of these images without there being some sort of sufficient foundation as to how they are generated and what they are actually showing. But aside from that, Mr. Burrell has just asked me to file his certificate of live birth, and I do not know the relevance of that, and perhaps is that something you want to address with the court, Mr. Burrell?
Yes, Your Honor. I've been sick in the hospital for a couple of days. I haven't had a chance to really file the paperwork that I want to file to the court. I have a certificate of live birth here that's stating my status.
What's your status?
Alive.
All right, I assume you're alive since you're sitting here.
Okay, but you know, sometimes the courts assume that you're a corporate entity.
Are you a corporate entity?
I'm not.
Okay, I don't assume you're a corporate entity. I assume that you're Mr. Burrell sitting in front of me.
So, right.
So you want to file a certificate of live birth to prove that you're a person?
I'm not a person.
What are you?
I'm I'm not a citizen.
Well, you said, are you a person or are you not a person?
I'm not a person. I'm indigenous.
What does that mean?
I'm an American. I was born in this country.
Okay.
I'm not a United States citizen. I'm not.
What are you?
What a definition.
What do you have citizen? What are you a citizen of? Are you a citizen of some other entity?
I'm not a citizen of anything.
You're not a citizen of anything?
No.
Okay.
A citizen is a corporate fiction.
A corporate fiction?
Yeah, I mean, it's a definition. Like I said, this is the problem, Your Honor. Me and Mr. Matthews is having a hard time coming to an agreement about whether he's defending me or he's working with the prosecutor. We, a lot of this evidence and stuff that's been presented to the court.
Nothing's been presented to me because we haven't had a trial yet.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. What's been presented to me, he's under the impression that I'm guilty or that he sees things that he doesn't see. And I've been trying, it's like we can't, if he's representing me or here on my behalf, then
so
it's not showing.
Is it your position that you don't like how Mr. Matthews evaluated the evidence in this case as it relates to
not
you?
Not only the evidence, but just his whole attitude towards me, and period. Like, you know what I'm saying? it's clear I didn't have anything on me.
Well, that's why we have trials. If you, the purpose of a trial is for 12 people to sit here,
Okay.
listen to the evidence, and make a decision as to whether you did or did not do what you're accused of doing beyond a reasonable doubt. If they find that you didn't do it beyond a reasonable doubt, then you're acquitted.
I agree, sir. But
okay.
With that being said, there's things I'm asking him to do, and that it's my right for him to do whether or not he believes it's okay. So if I ask him to file something into the clerk of courts, it's my right to file those things.
So he's not filing something for you?
Well, I just asked him to, and he's made an argument of it when it should have just been something he did.
What was it that you asked him that he won't, that he's
what
arguing?
I wanted him to, just to have it on the record, was my certificate of live birth, whether or not you...
I mean, what is that? Tell me, let's say that the certificate of live birth is filed.
Okay.
What impact does that have on your trial?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Not at all. But
Well,
I do want
Mr. Matthews is under an obligation as a member of a lawyer in good standing with the Supreme Court to file things that are done in good faith and are relevant. I mean, you could ask Mr. Matthews to file a copy of your high school graduation certificate, and that has no relevance to this case, and he would be under no obligation to file it. So you want him to file your certificate of your certificate of live birth to show something that you if just told me you don't know that it means anything.
Well, I know that it means something. I just don't think that everybody else.
What does it mean?
Means something. I just want on record that I'm not a citizen.
Well, you just said you are a citizen.
I never said I was a citizen.
You're an American.
I'm an American.
Okay, so if you're not a citizen, what impact does that have on your trial for next week?
I just want it on record.
Okay.
It's not. I don't need any impact on the trial.
If you believe, okay, and if I believe that the filing of your birth certificate means you're not a citizen, what impact does that have on your trial?
I'm not looking for an impact. I just want it on the record.
Well, it's on the record.
For my safety.
It's on the record. You believe you're not a citizen. Okay, now what?
All right, and then also I asked.
Well, no, wait. Let's take one thing at a time.
Okay.
You've put on the record, because she's recording all this.
Yeah,
okay,
I got that.
That you're not a citizen. Okay. So now what should we do as a result of that?
I mean, I just want my indigenous rights.
What are your indigenous rights?
You haven't looked at them?
No. You told me you want your indigenous rights. Tell me what your indigenous rights are.
Well, I know I fall under a certain constitution.
Which constitution?
Not under the American Constitution.
Okay, you fall under the American Constitution, okay?
I believe so, yeah.
So I believe so too.
You know, the Pope put out a letter to the rights of the indigenous people. Are you familiar with that?
I don't care what the Pope says. The Pope has no impact on the jurisdiction
of
of
this
his court.
Your Honor.
Huh?
Let's move forward. Whatever you decide. I also asked him for his oath of office and the prosecutor's oath of office. Okay. I have your oath of office. I just wanted to have those paperwork.
Okay. Anything else you want to say?
Nope, I'm here.
Okay, so we're scheduled we're going to have this trial, jury trial, January 20th at 8 a.m. And you will be provided the jury questionnaires like you normally are. And you've, unless you have changes to your trial briefs, I've already got those. And anything else that we need to discuss regarding this trial?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Mr. Matthews?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, then you guys, everybody needs to be here at 7:45 on Tuesday morning.
All right.
Civil Department will give you that denial order. It has the verbiage in it that says that not here, there, and then use that and get things filed up there if you want to pursue it.
I already did file. They rejected everything. So.
Well, unfortunately, try again with the order from this court.
All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks. All right, now back to Ms. Wally. Sorry, sir, to confuse you. Your name?
You mind giving me just a minute here? I've just been rushed into here and I have not had access to any of the courts and any phone calls whatsoever. I just need about 10 more minutes if possible.
Okay, what's your name though?
Okay, well, I'm here by special and a limited appearance as the man. And at this point in time, per the common life side of the court, I'd like to enter an order.
What do your friends call you?
Excuse me, do you mind letting me finish? I'd like to.
Well, I need to know who you are. I can't help you.
Okay.
Who do you think I think you are? Who do they put on documents that you don't agree with? What's that name?
As I said, I'm here by special and limited appearance, and in accordance to the common law side of this court,
So Ms. Gannam, did you have a chance to talk with the man I'm trying to figure out?
Yeah, court and the jail believes this is Raymond of the family Paulo.
Excuse me, I told you not to interfere and you accepted that liability. As per FARA, Foreign Agent Registration Act, you do not have the right to represent me as a legal person because that would be a fraud upon the court.
Okay.
Per FARA,
Mr. Paulo or Ray or Raymond, how do you like me? How would you like me to refer to you, sir? I can't just say, hey, you. How would you like me to refer to you?
Capacity as an interested party.
Is that what your friends call you? Your family call you? What do they call you?
What part of it did you not hear?
I'm still looking for a name.
Okay, well, I'm not my name. I'm a man standing on the land as a Washingtonian, American national, non-resident alien to the U.S. And I'm not doing any business whatsoever and or trade under the jurisdiction of the U.S. and or subcorporation. I have never been in the United States. That's the facts. And so per the common law, trespass is now being attempted at this point in time. And from the beginning, I want to address this in a particular manner in order to settle these differences so that there is no unlawful conversions of estate property.
Okay, I'm going to jump over to the prosecutor and ask him what they know. So, Mr. Sharp, has this person been identified?
No, please, Your Honor.
Okay, so is Mr. Sharp, do you have a person last name?
One person at a time, sir. Let me hear from the prosecutor and then I'll turn back.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Paulo's identity was confirmed when he was arrested for trespassing and searched.
Slow down, sir. I just need to hear from one person at a time. I will come back to you. So please keep your peace while I listen to the prosecutor. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Your Honor, a search incident to arrest uncovered a Washington State ID card that confirmed his identity as Mr. Paulo.
Raymond Paulo with a date of birth June 25, 69?
That's correct.
Okay. All right. So,
a legal person or a dead entity or a corporation? So,
sir, are you telling me you don't want an attorney to represent you or what?
Attorney, in fact, I wouldn't need any to represent me, especially under the 11th Amendment. This would be an unlawful proceedings due to the facts.
Well, all right. So you got a right to have a lawyer represent you because you're charged with a criminal offense by the city of Lacey.
Rights.
And do you want Ms. Gannam, who's an attorney here in Washington, to assist you today?
Excuse me, I said I needed 10 minutes and you were saying you're going to suggest something or another.
Well, I may give you 10 minutes, but we may see you tomorrow too. But I wonder, do you want an attorney to assist you?
Okay.
Do you want an attorney to assist you or not? I just need a yes or no there.
I'm hereby going to enter an order into the common law side of this court.
So I need a yes or no, sir. Do you want an attorney to assist you?
Exhaust my.
A yes or no answer, sir. Do you want an attorney to assist you? Can you answer yes or no to that? Do you want an attorney? Do you want an attorney?
I am an attorney, in fact, for the unincorporated estate, and with all due respect, the U.S. and all of your administrative law is not providing me any services due to the facts is that I'm ordering a stay on the common law side of this court in order to address my
So you say you're an attorney. In fact, have you been allowed to practice law in the state of Washington by the Supreme Court of Washington?
No, I'm not a bar member. I'm not part of the society. I'm a man.
All right. So do you want an attorney to help you?
I'm hereby entering an order on the common law side of this court in order to stay for these administrative hearings for me to exhaust all my administrative.
You got a few, I think you're a little confused and you got bad information. This is a criminal case, not an administrative hearing. It's a criminal case. You're charged with a crime called criminal trespass in the first degree. And it carries a maximum sentence of 364 days in jail and a $5,000 fine. And again, you have a right to have an attorney and a right to not testify against yourself if you go to trial or hearing. You have a right to be presumed innocent, and you cannot be found guilty unless the city of Lacey proves this against you to beyond a reasonable doubt, or if you pled guilty to it, that would be your choice. Again, you have the right to have an attorney assist you here. Anything, I'm still trying to get a question answered there. Do you want to answer that question or not?
Am I going to be able to answer without your interference? Because you keep cutting me off. That's not the sort of conduct that's necessary. It seems to be you're practicing law from the bench. I would appreciate it if you refrained from such and let me speak for myself as a man, not a legal person or a legal entity or a corporation, which I've denied. And I'm going to show you the paper here on the affidavit. Affidavit, statement of truth. I, man, the living soul, hereby deny corporate existence and do not occupy any corporate capacity and or status whatsoever. I further state the above statement of facts are true, correct, and not misleading, and swear to each under the penalties of perjury per 28 U.S.C. 1746C. And there's my signature, Raymond of the Family Paulo, December 22nd. All rights reserved, not a sunset, not pro time.
Okay, Raymond Paulo, we finally established that. All right, got it. Do you want an attorney to help you?
Excuse me, per the common law, you are now trespassing. That's a common law trespass. Please. Are you a bar member? You have a conflict of interest. I would imagine you need to recuse yourself if you want to operate on that side of the court.
Well, you got a lot of mistakes there you're citing, and I'm trying to help clear it up for you. So
opinions have nothing to do with me as a man because you don't have any jurisdiction. You don't have any authority.
What happens next, Mr. Paulo, who you say you are because you signed that document, it would be good for you to get that filed with the court at some point if you want us to review it more closely.
You're still interfering with my abilities and you're misrepresenting and making statements on my behalf. You do not have the authority. I'm revoking, rescinding all signatures, power of attorney, and terminating. And I'd like the prosecutor to provide proof of his certificate of authority to administrate any claims against the unincorporated sovereign estate. And if he fails to, then I will accept his bar card and your.
Mr. Paulo, I'm not doing anything on your behalf as an attorney. I'm the judge here.
Okay, well,
and we're trying to get through an arraignment, and I've told you what you're charged with and what the maximum possible sentence is. We've gone through your rights, and some of those rights also are, if you were to go to motion or trial, you have the right to have the court order people to come testify on your behalf, and you have the right to question witnesses that may be brought by the city against you. So where we are is I'm still trying to figure out if you want an attorney, and you haven't asked me to appoint an attorney, but I can do that if you'd like.
So you're not able to basically act in accordance to the canons. So at this point in time, by special appearance and limited manner, I'm entering an order by special deposits to the foreign courts in order to put a stay on the hearings in order for me to exhaust my administrative remedies.
Okay. So
I hereby order the court to vacation any liens on the account and release the real property and personal property. I believe it's standard forms 1991 if they're still in effect.
Yeah. So Ms. Ganem, anything you want to add here?
Nothing additional, Your Honor. I was not able to get much information.
No, I told you you're not to be
one person at a time, Mr. Paulo, please. Let me just hear from Ms. Ganem, and then I'll turn back to you.
I'm Raymond of the Family Paulo. Do not unlawfully convert the estate name,
All right,
and title, an unlawful conversion. This is identity theft. Okay, so at this point in time, I'm going to read your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do that you use in a court of law. If you don't understand your rights, an attorney will be appointed to you. Do you understand your rights? All bar members and those present in this particular hearing and on the common law side in which I'm standing.
So I'm going to turn to the prosecuting attorney, Mr. Sharp. What's the recommendation here on release conditions?
Thank you, Your Honor.
I see, I should make it clear probable cause was found the first.
I didn't get any discovery, so I don't know about those things. Those are all presumptions.
Well, city will just make a record that city has grave reservations about Mr. Paulo being allowed to represent himself.
Objection. This is identity theft.
Mr. Paulo, stop interrupting and I'll get back to you. I'm going to hear from you next. So I suggest you listen and then you respond. Stop interrupting. We're going to have to, okay, just, I will come back to you. I will be coming back to you. So listen and then respond. So first off, we got to listen. So Mr. Sharp.
Thank you, Your Honor. Again, the city has grave reservations it would like to express about Mr. Paulo being allowed to represent himself, and while he may have a right to do so, the statements he's made before the court today seem to suggest he either has multiple grave misunderstandings about the way the law works and the way the court proceeds, or is just unwilling to participate in the process in a functional way. Either way, it seems a grave injustice to not have a properly educated and trained attorney assisting him. However, I do recognize that he has that right should he choose to exercise it. City's requesting $250 bail on this case, law-abiding behavior. They do not have any contact with the Peak Credit Union. Your Honor, the street address for that is
this in the United States?
Your Honor, that's 44s. 6th Avenue Southeast. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I've got the wrong report for the address here. Pardon me.
You made a mistake.
4540. That's 4540 6th Avenue Southeast. City's bail request is based on concerns over Mr. Paulo's ability or likelihood to reappear under Rule 3.2. The statements that he's made before the court today suggest that he's not likely to respond to the court's orders, given that he's rejected the court's authority over this matter. City believes without some bail, he would be likely to fly or at least fail to appear for future hearings.
So, Ms. Ganem, you say you haven't had a chance to talk with Mr. Paulo, for lack of a better name that I can use here. And I'd like to, it's been difficult for us to talk, obviously, too.
On my common law side of the court, definitely, if you're going to unlawfully convert and it suggests that we're running in a different manner, well, then I'm not participating in bad faith and with clean hands. I'm not participating in the unlawful conversions of the unincorporated as a state property,
so,
and that's
Ms.
land
Ganem,
included.
Yes. You called down, or how did you? Were you on the phone, or was he not willing to talk with you, or?
I attempted to speak on the phone, and he has made it clear to me that he does not want me to speak on his behalf at all.
Stand down. You're in violation of FARA, Foreign Agent.
So nobody's in violation of anything here. I'm just asking questions, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. I attempted to have a conversation with him, and he has not answered any of my questions that I asked him and has made it clear that he does not want me to say one word on his behalf at this hearing.
Okay. And so, yep, Mr. Sharp.
Given the statements made before the court here this afternoon, the city feels obligated to, well, I'll defer to the court on this, but would suggest considering the issue of competency. The statements have been consistently nonsensical and seem to suggest that Mr. Paulo may have an inability to understand the court proceedings. Without further information, we can't rule out that he's able to proceed competently. City would again defer to the court, but perhaps an evaluation is in order.
So I'm not convinced at this stage. I'm convinced that Mr. Paulo doesn't agree with the proceedings and doesn't agree with the state of the law in Washington. And that's fine. Problem is, it's still happening the way he doesn't agree. It still is a fact. And so, Mr. Paulo, I'm being asked to have you post bond or in order to be released, and then set another hearing and have you back to court if you are out of custody, or have another hearing anyway if you're in custody. Do you have anything to say about this request from the city, and also that you don't go back to that 4540 6th Avenue Southeast? It's a credit union, did you say?
It's the Peak Credit Union.
Peak Credit Union. So you have anything to say on that? I think somebody muted you, so we're going to need the help of corrections there in Lacey to unmute you.
Me?
Ah, you're back. So do you have any response to what the city wants me to do on release conditions?
As a man or a legal person?
Whatever way you want to respond.
No, as the statement that he's made to a man or a legal person, because I'm not a corporation, as the affidavit of statement of truth has now been entered into the public record. And after reading,
how do you want to
respond?
respond?
Bar members, you have a conflict of interest, especially a judge. If you have a bar card, I've accepted your bar card and your oath of office and the attorneys. And if the attorney is not willing to provide the certificate of authority to bring a claim against my own estate, well, the facts remain is that's actually a common law.
So, sir, how do you feel about me ordering you not to go back to that credit union, the Peak Credit Union?
I'm sorry, you're speaking to a man or are you speaking to somebody else?
To you.
A man?
You're a physical human being in the Nisqually jail. I'm talking to you.
A man, yes or no? Are you speaking to a man?
You look like a man to me.
Okay, well, I know what I look like, but I've asked you directly. Are you directing me to that question as a man? Not that I look like one, because I'm a man, I'm not a legal person, and I'm not a corporation.
Okay, to you, the man who's sitting in Nisqually jail.
Okay, and so
what do you say?
Is that identified as a legal person then?
What do you say?
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
What would you like to tell me about what I should do about your custody status? Should I let you out? Should I not? Should I order you to stay away from Peak Credit Union? What do you have to say about that?
Well, I would like to request the judge's chambers in order to protect my privacy.
No, this is a public hearing. We're going to do this in public. So what's your response?
I believe it's called Star Chambers in order to protect my publicity. And
so do you have a response to that question about release conditions or not?
Okay, I'm sorry. It's very echoey in here. So if you keep cutting me off, you're frustrating me for no reason other than it fears you're interfering. So if you could just respond slower and not cut me off because you're agitating me. As an American with disabilities, and I've been deprived for now 8 days of a hearing. So beyond the 48 hours, I don't know why we're even listening to this, because you failed to meet the mandatory obligations to bring any party to the courts, as you have fraudulently induced me to believe something when in fact fraud upon the court is evident and now part of the public record. So with that.
So Mr. Paulo, what we're doing here is I'm entering a plea of not guilty to this allegation of criminal trespass in the first degree. I'm not appointing an attorney, as you've told me that you want no one to help you. You can change your mind about that and we can appoint an attorney and keep that in mind. I'm going to order that you don't go back to that Peak Credit Union where this is alleged to have occurred at 4540 6th Avenue Southeast in Lacey. Don't go back there, and don't violate the law otherwise. I don't see a history of failing to appear in court for the last 20 some years, so I'm not going to have you post any bond. But I'm going to give you a court date to be back, and you're representing yourself unless you ask the court to appoint somebody or we think differently about that. But you've got to tell us if you want an attorney appointed. And what date?
Okay, the issue at hand that I hear is that you're saying representing myself. I am myself as an attorney in fact. So the fact of the matter is if you misrepresent and misidentify the things I'm stating, these unlawful conversions create a cause of action, and under the common law, this is a trespass. So with all due respect, I'm willing to entertain on the private side, the common law side, if you guys refrain from forcing me to be subject to these unreasonable consequences in bad faith. I would not have anything to do with the county because I do not live in the United States. That being said, and the only place I've ever heard of is at the time which I went to the Lacey police in order to file a case against the party who wrote an $11,000 check. Her name is Sheila Connor. And I
think we're getting off track here. It's not about you anymore. So we're going to be back January 5th. You need to come to court. And if you don't, and there's no good reason, the court might issue a warrant for your arrest, but come to court. And if you want the court to appoint an attorney, we sure would do that. But stay away from Peak Credit Union, stay out of trouble, be back in district court January 5th. That's all for today.
Am I being
knock on the door and they'll let you out.
Today. Can I confirm?
That's all for today. So long.
Excuse me?
So long. You can knock on the door there and they'll let you out and they'll release you from custody. We'll see you January 5th.
Okay, I want to continue.
I'm going to move on. Mr. Stashevsky, you've got a client in the corrections facility with you?
I'm not threatening you. Say one more word and that's 30 days. 30 days.